Happy Friday, everyone. And today we got an HGA order. I'm pretty excited about it. We've been waiting for a long time. Let's get into it. I'm pretty excited to get into this HGA order, and we got plenty of baseball cards just in time for baseball season, which is going to start almost on time this year, maybe about a week late, but I'm just really happy that the MLB and MLBPA finally came to an agreement. We're going to have some baseball. As a Dodger fan, I'm pretty excited that they just signed Clayton Kershaw to a one-year contract. I'm a huge Kershaw fan, one of my favorite pitchers of all time. So pretty excited about that. Just wanted to mention a couple of things about the sports card market in general, grading in general. I have noticed that the sports card market is not Marvel, not Marvel PMG, not Pokemon, not celebrity cards, which is all fine and that's great. If you collect that and if you're into that, that's wonderful, and they have markets of their own. But the sports card market, baseball cards, basketball cards, football cards, I sense that we're starting to see a little bit of heat under these sports cards, just based on what I've seen on eBay sales, recent eBay sales, and reaction to the market, either as news that we're going to have a Major League Baseball season, or news of Aaron Rodgers staying in Green Bay, or Russell Wilson getting traded to Denver. Seems like collectors are and investors are reacting to news, and we're seeing some spikes in certain cards. Again, it's very segmented. It's not like what we saw a year ago. It's not this overall and buy anything and it just goes up in value. People are much smarter today, but I am seeing some increases in prices, which I think is a pretty good sign for the market overall. It definitely makes it more fun. It's more interesting to buy a card, and potentially it'll go up depending on their performance on the field or on the court, which I really like. So in any case, and we got an order back from PSA as well through StarStock. I'm going to do that in another video, but I almost forgot about that. I mean, it's been over a year since we submitted those cards for grading, and we finally got those back. So it'll be interesting to see. A year ago when I bought those cards, which was February 2021, the exact peak of the market, what are those cards worth today? I'll give you a little hint. They were all base cards, so it probably isn't the best result, but it wasn't the worst result either. I also wanted to mention PSA turnaround time. So as many of you know, PSA has opened up their economy orders. So you have to get in the queue in order to get spots for grading. It looks like at a couple of different sources that I've seen that these economy orders are getting turned around very quickly. I've heard in maybe as fast as 30 days. So they put on the website that the turnaround time will be approximately 90 days. And I think everybody was expecting that because most people, like myself, have orders out with PSA that are over a year old. So I think the thought was, well, okay, yeah, we might get an economy order in at $50 per card, but when are we going to get those back? It hasn't been good turnaround times to speak of, so we're not really expecting anything sooner than 90 days, but it looks like some of those orders are coming back as quickly as 30 days, which is pretty exciting. So just thought I'd share that as well. In any case, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these cards. Okay, welcome back. We're going to try to get through these cards pretty quickly. This was a 21 card order, so we got a few cards to get through here. The first one, we're going to go through basketball first and then baseball. So a lot of these were cards that my brother purchased. Miles Bridges, and this is a Donruss press proof, and you can see the serial number to 49. It's difficult to get market value on these cards because they're just, the serial number is pretty low. It's an HGA grade, but I did my best to come up with a market value. What I do is I look up either the raw price or if there are PSA graded cards, and I kind of estimate. What I'm using for HGA 9.5s is roughly 60% of a PSA 10. So just want to get your thoughts on that. If you think that's accurate, is that too high? Is that too low? HGA hasn't had the best publicity lately, so I think I have seen a decrease in their cards as a result of that. So it's really hard to kind of get an accurate market value, but this is a rare card. So this card, we paid $10 for it. All of these cards were graded at $20 per card. So this order was sent a long time ago in August when it was still $20 per card. And the bridges I'm estimating is about $65. Oh, I should go over the grades too. You can see here 9.5, 295s, a 10, and a 9. So nice card. Been doing much better getting, sending nice cards as far as the grades coming back from, compared to previous submissions. Here we got a Jaren Jackson Jr. This is Press Proof Donruss Red. Again, another very low serial number. I don't know if you can see that, but it is 299. And we got a 9.5 on this as well. 10 on the corners and 3 9.5s. Estimate this value at about $65. Again, going by the most recent PSA 10 price. Unfortunately, this card was actually bought. Let me just bring it back here. This card was actually bought in January of 2021. And I believe there was a lot of hype for Jaren Jackson back then. So my brother actually paid $96 for the card raw. So we didn't win on that, but you can't win them all. Let's just keep going through here. I wanted to go worst to best. So we'll do a couple of these Jordan Pools, not the highest, the highest price cards here. This is a Jordan Poole Optic Purple, very nice card. And again, I still like I don't know, I would have liked a white background to go with the purple splash, but it still looks nice. And you have here a 10 centering, which I love, 2 9s and a 9.5. So that calculated out to a HGA 9.5, which is great. You can just see the back of the card is the typical optic, but the purples are really nice. This card I'm estimating to be worth about $40. Paid $10 for it raw, paid $20 to get it graded, so not a whole lot of profit on that. Really nice card. I think Jordan Poole is a hold right now. I mean, it's pretty clear that he is a factor on that Warriors team. They're about to go to the playoffs, so I think there's a lot of upside for his card. Same thing with this silver. So this is a nice, Prism Silver. HGA 9 got 2 9.5s, 2 9s, so just missed the 9.5, but very nice card. And again, same thing. PSA 9 sold for $65, so I'm estimating this card to be worth probably about $40, and probably paid $5 for it raw, $20 to get it graded. So again, minimal profit. I'm gonna do show you the PowerPoint at the end as the total cost versus the market value, just to kind of see how we did overall. But I'll go through this one by one as well. So got this Dillon Brooks. Now, Dillon Brooks was playing very well for the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies are hot, but unfortunately, Dillon Brooks is nowhere to be found. I don't even know what his injury is, but we haven't seen him play in a long time. This one got a 9.5, 10 centering, which I love. 2 9s and a 9.5 subgrade. So this is his optic hollow. And trying to get a market value on this while his market is really down, but I'm estimating that this is probably worth $40, which I think would be a great buy if you can find an HGA 9.5 for $40. Paid $15 for the card, paid $20 to get it graded. So again, we're kind of roughly at break even, maybe a little bit of profit. Another Jaren Jackson. So looks like my brother really got into some Jaren Jacksons last year, and we finally got these graded. This one got a 9.5 Premier Level Silver, very nice card, 10 centering. 3 9.5 subgrades along with that 10 centering. So beautiful card. Got this one graded. This is a nice Karl Anthony Towns. And again, hard to find a market value on this. I didn't find any sales, even raw, of this card. This is a Donruss Hollow, and you can see that here. Rated Rookie Donruss Hollow, 2 10s, a 10 centering, 10 edges, surface 9.5, corners 9.0. Just really nice card, and it's serial number to 199. So I'm estimating 100. I might be low on that. I don't know. But I believe we paid $40 for the card, $20 to get it graded. So I think we're in profit any way you look at it. Jaren Jackson Jr. Rookie Ink. I really like these Rookie Ink cards. I didn't realize what how nice they were, but I saw Jonathan Kuminga Rookie Ink. That's selling raw for about $400. And I just love the card. I want to pick one up if I could find one. But here's a Jaren Jackson Jr. And I looked up the price that my brother got this card for, and I believe it was $42 raw. And it got a 9.5. And you can see this here, 10 centering, 2 9.5s, 2 9.0. PSA 10s are going for over $300. I estimate this card to be about $175. So that was a nice win on that Jaren Jackson Jr. And this is the last card for basketball. We traded for this for about $200 of trade value at a show last year. This is a Joel Embiid Blue Mojo. Very nice card. 10 centering. So even though it was an HGA 9, at least the centering got a 10, which I really like as a subgrade, as you already know. And this is just a beautiful card. Pretty happy to get a 9. I estimate this is probably worth at least 400. So that was a nice little profit on that as well. Let's go through some of this baseball. We have Bobby Dahlbeck. This got an 8.5. So didn't do too well. The surface issue on, I don't know what it was. I didn't look at this card raw, but clearly the surface is what killed the score overall. 10 centering though, serial number to 99. And in fact, you know what? I can see the scratch right there. So I'm not sure how we decided to send that to grading, but that's okay. It's still a nice card. It's a serial numbered auto, and it's Bobby Dahlbeck. Young rising star for the Boston Red Sox, big market, worth taking a chance on that. So I had to look up Luis Matos. I've heard his name before, and he is a prospect in the Giants system. He's the number 2 prospect. He's, I believe, number 35 overall. This is such a nice card. Look at this Bowman Mega Box. And I really like it. I'm a big fan. Nice auto. I don't know if we looked at the auto scores on the other ones, but this is a 10 auto. And let's look at the sub scores here. 10 centering and 395. So this is just a really nice card. And I looked up, oh, here we go. Well, I estimated the value at 150 based on raw sales. I don't even know if there were any PSA 10 sales, but paid 75 for it, paid 20 to get it graded. And the card I estimate to be worth about $150. This is Francisco Lindor 2010 Bowman Chrome Refractor. Surface, again, let's see if we can see anything here on the surface. I'm not sure what the problem was, but obviously the surface is what killed the score. So, I think we paid $10 for this raw. If that could be incorrect, but we'll just go with that, between $10 and $20. Probably not worth much more than that, if at all, given the low score on this. So we'll just call that break even. We had 2 Fernando Tatis Topps Chrome. So my brother actually bought these at more of the peak of the market last year. So paid a lot of money, paid about $125 for each of these cards raw. And I estimate each of them to be worth about, I would say, $75 today. And part of the reason is just because of the pop count. I mean, there are a lot of Fernando Tatis Topps Chrome, either in a PSA slab, an HGA slab, probably even in an SGC slab. But let's take a look at some of the subgrades here. We have a 10 centering and 395. So very nice card. This is, the score I like to see for a gem mint card. And this one got 495s. True gem. So 2 nice. I mean, these are really nice cards. If you could get these for 75, I actually think that's a pretty good buy for Fernando Tatis. I know there's a lot of, there are a lot printed, but he is one of the young rising stars in the league, one of the faces of the league. And I think at that low price point, I think it's potentially a good buy, even with the high print run. And we got this Corey Seager. So this was obviously kind of a leftover from his hot start last year, his 2020 MVP season. And it got a 9.5, which is nice. 3 9.5s and a 9.0 on the surface. And so it got a min gem, but really nice card. And I think I estimated it to be worth about $75. So again, not an expensive card. I want to say we paid $10 for it raw, but again, I could be mistaken on that. And then $20 to get it graded. So there's that. Now we have a few of these. Walker Buehler, one of my favorite pitchers. Obviously, I'm a Dodger fan, but he's also, just in my opinion, one of the better pitchers in the league. And I think he was, at least he was one of the favorites to win the Cy Young last year. Even as late as September, people were considering him one of the favorites to win. He obviously didn't win the Cy Young, but he's very young. He has a lot of postseason experience already. This is his Topps Chrome Refractor, 10 centering, 395 subgrades. So nice scores on this card. I got 4 of these from StarStock. So we'll just go through. This one got 10 centering, 2 9.5s and a 9.0. Overall score, 9.5. Sorry if I'm going through these kind of quickly. Let's stop and take a look here at one of them. And this one got 10 on the corners, 2 9.5s and a 9.0 on the centering. So I picked these up on StarStock for $21 each. That was the average cost. Paid $20 to get them graded. I figure they're worth maybe between $50 and $55 right now. I think that's super low. I saw PSA 10 selling for about $75, and I actually believe all of these would have graded a PSA 10. But this is one of those cases where I mean, you can grade it with HGA, you can grade it with SGC or another grading company, and the value is so close. I mean, $75 for a PSA 10 or $55 for an HGA 10, HGA 9.5. And I mean, you can't even grade. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to grade it with PSA anyway. Even if I got it in an economy order, I would have to pay $50 to get it graded, and the PSA 10 is only worth $75. So even if I got a 10, I only break even. At least in this case, I paid 21, paid 20 to get it graded. Now, I still don't make very much, but at least my cost to grade was lower. So I'm obviously hoping that Walker Buehler has a breakout year this year, and I have some nice cards on hand when that happens. And so this was the last one here. This was a Min Gem, 395s and a 9.0. So we had 4 of those. And then here were some nicer cards. So this actually, Will Smith, I got this in a lot. So I'm only valuing this as at $5. That lot we got, we've already made our money back and then some. So hard to tell what the cost basis would be for this card, but I'm gonna give it something. I'm gonna say $5. And I figure this card is probably worth about $50. This is a 9.5 with 10 centering, 2 9.0s, a 9.5 on the surface. Very nice auto, serial number to 150, color match, Will Smith. Beautiful card. Probably don't even, I mean, I wouldn't sell it for $50. I'm a Dodger fan, I'll keep it. I got this card at a card show for $25. And it was really cool because I was wearing a Dodger jersey. I bought it from a Giant fan, or at least a dealer wearing a Giant jersey. And he said, "Oh, you're a Dodger fan? I got some Dodgers for you." And he pulled this card out. And I think the comp on it was maybe $40 on eBay. And he gave it to me for $25. And it looked clean when I saw it. I was like, wow, this is a nice card. And you can see here, it got a 9.5. Love that label. It got two 9.5s, a 9.0, and a 10 on the surface. And it got a 10 on the auto. So I really love this card. Paid 25, paid 20 to get it graded. Posted it on eBay for $200 just to kind of see if there were any bites. And somebody offered $100 for it. So we countered. I don't think they're going to take our counter, but it's good to know at least that this isn't an HGA slab, but we could still sell it for $100 at least if we wanted to right now. And we got this one in that lot too. So this was kind of the leftover. Beautiful card. I can't believe this was one of the leftover cards. It's a Walker Buehler X-Fractor. Got an HGA 9. You can see here 10 centering, 1 9.5. The surface got an 8.5. So that kind of is what, calculated into the overall score of a 9. But it's still just a nice card of Walker Buehler rookie card. And I didn't even realize this is serial numbered. So serial number to 125. Beautiful card. I estimate the value of this to be about $300. And again, this came in a lot. I mean, we're already up on that lot, so it could be a cost basis. Maybe I'll say $10, but this was just a nice card to pick up in that lot, and it was a Dodger at that. So anyway, there you go. 21 card HGA order. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the potential profit of, if we were to sell these cards today. And it looks like it's about $744, potential ROI 56%. I like to do the ROI just to kind of get an idea of, compare it to what the ROI you would make in the stock market, ROI in crypto maybe, or maybe in real estate. I know a lot of people that just invest, they like to talk about ROI. We do have some people who participated in the giveaway. So I think I'm going to tally that up. I'm hoping for 10. If we can get 10 people to participate, I'm going to go ahead and pick a random winner and go ahead and get that box of hoops, blaster box of hoops 2021-22 out to the winner. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe if you have not already subscribed, if you like this content, and of course like the video if you like this content, and I will see you on the next one.